So you want to look dramatically different from what you currently look like for the better? An extreme glow up, if you will. And even if you don't want to look like a completely different person, you can take some pointers from this video to see what resonates with you and learn tips on how to glow up and adopt a confident mindset. So I have had many eras of my life where I look like completely different people. In fact, I look like a completely different person even 2 years ago. And I've had old friends that I knew from 5 years ago unfollow me on Instagram because they didn't recognize me. So yeah, that's a bit of an unintended side effect, but I look like completely different people for the better and for the worse. But now I feel like I'm performing at my absolute finest, so I feel extremely qualified to give you these glow up tips on making dramatic physical changes and talk about everything else in between, which also includes things like getting your mindset together in the right place, as well as your health, because health is a signifier of beauty. It's not the signifier, but it is one of the many signifiers. But every tip that you end up trying in this video is going to show up physically in your face and your body. I promise you that. So yeah, hi, my name is May and welcome to my channel. So I talk about physical, mental, and spiritual level ups to create your dream reality. So if you're into that, do give me a thumbs up on this video and subscribe to my channel if you like my vibe. And as always, a big shout out to my extremely positive and supportive community. I love you guys. Thank you all so much for showing up for each other and showing up for yourselves constantly. You guys give me strength and encouragement to keep on going, so I really appreciate you all. So let's talk about dramatic transformation. So some of the most dramatic transformations that I've seen are just from things like weight change and achieving clear skin alone. Honestly, I have done both and I've spoken in detail on how I lost weight and I lost about 40 pounds. And I've talked about this in a couple of videos, so do check it out if you can. But in terms of losing weight, what I lost was mostly fat loss because I know that I gained quite a bit of muscle in the process. So it was actually body recomposition. Like, look at this, I got biceps. So losing or gaining a lot of weight can really turn you into a completely different person. So if you want, I can also very quickly give advice on how to gain weight, which is basically just to eat more than you usually do. Like a lot. Gaining muscle can also give you a glow up, but personally for me, it was still kind of a minor glow up and nowhere as dramatic as losing or gaining a significant amount of weight. I have done both and it is basically just the opposite of each other. Eat less to lose weight, eat more to gain weight. But another side to that dramatic transformation coin is also your skin. So something that really contributed to clear skin for me and brought me to the finish line was really just to get your health right. Because the state of your health really does reflect on your skin and your physicality. You can tell if someone is healthy or not just by looking at them. And it wasn't just any one tip that worked for me. It was truly a combination of a lot of different factors. And no, it wasn't a 20-step skincare routine. I have had really bad acne. I struggled with acne for so many years and I wouldn't leave the house sometimes without concealer and foundation. And to be honest with you, I didn't have a lot of photos of this period because I was too ashamed that I didn't take photos of myself for a long time. But from the very few photos that I do have, you can see that I had cystic acne, hormonal, and I had been dealing with this since I was 15, but I finally managed to clear out my skin last year. So I'm going to focus on health first because I wouldn't have gotten a glow up without getting my health back together. I stay completely hydrated, extremely hydrated. I drink 2 to 3 liters of water every day, and I drink a mix of just water mostly, lemon water sometimes. I will literally just squeeze some lemon into this bottle of water, and I do this like 2 to 3 times a day. And I drink a variety of teas. I drink like ginseng tea, matcha, Earl Grey, fruit tea sometimes, honey lemon, ginger, all kinds of tea. I also drink quite a bit of coffee and the occasional drinks in the can, but I don't really drink a lot of canned drinks. Yes, it is a lot of water. Yes, you'll go to the bathroom a lot, but after a few weeks of doing this, your body will eventually learn to utilize the water a lot more efficiently after a while, and your skin will become smooth and soft and glowing just from drinking water. So I really and seriously do believe that it is way better for you to eat your skincare than to apply it on your face. And it also turns out to be way cheaper with a lot more benefits than just good skin. Because apparently because scientifically your skin only absorbs about 60% of what you put on it. So I'm gonna talk about what I eat to achieve clear skin, as well as the kind of supplements that I tend to take. I'm an extreme supplement nerd, actually. It's so super important to me. It's something that I've done a lot of research on for years, and I've also actually worked in that industry for a little bit. So I typically like to take liposomal vitamin C because that's fat-soluble vitamin C. It doesn't just, you know, you don't just pee it out. As well as a vitamin D3 and K3 supplement. You need the K3 to synthesize with the D3. As well as bromelain, which is pineapple enzymes, and is super useful if you're like recovering from surgery or if you need to de-bloat, because pineapple enzymes takes the swelling down. I also take magnesium supplements every night, as well as mushroom supplements. But recently, I came across a multivitamin solution that will actually replace a lot of the pills that I've been taking. And it's called Groons. And the reason why I've been wanting to try this was because I was doing so much research on like what the best supplement stack is, and I wanted to take a whole bunch of different pills and add more supplements to my routine, because as you guys know, I'm a huge fan of just like eating whatever I want. So I've seen supplements that are actually way over the daily recommended values, which makes you think, oh, that's good value for your money, right? But it actually can end up being very dangerous for you if you overtake your vitamins. So I actually appreciate how Groons took the time to do all of the research and understand proper dosing. And it also has a lot of whole foods in it on top of the vitamins and minerals, as well as the adaptogens and antioxidants and even gut healthy ingredients. And it's all perfectly dosed. And if you look at their ingredient list, you will actually see that nothing goes over 100% of your daily recommended values. This is one of the big hallmarks of high quality supplements. Generic multivitamins only contain around 7 to 9 different kinds of vitamins, but Groons has over 20 vitamins and minerals and over 60 different kinds of whole food ingredients. Oh, this is a month's supply, by the way. And I'm telling you, when I say that, I actually really do look forward to this as a daily treat, because look at these gummy bears, they're so cute. And it's not just one gummy bear, it's a bunch in a bag. And this is your daily intake. Plus, it actually tastes way better than I thought. Like, I actually prefer this to a Haribo. Not even joking. Also, talking about skincare, it also has biotin and niacinamide, which I really appreciate, because when I apply niacinamide to my face, it actually breaks me out, but it's totally different when I eat it. And this is because your body metabolizes it differently when you eat it versus when you put it on your face. And if you want to try this out, you can get 45% off at the link in my description box. So yeah, do check it out, and thank you so much to Groons for sponsoring my video. So food-wise, I didn't completely give up on processed food and things like that, because if you guys have seen my videos on weight loss, I eat what I like. Plus, I don't think it's healthy to deprive yourself of the things that you like. But instead, I shifted my focus to trying to eat more whole foods and fruits and vegetables whenever I can, but mostly red and green vegetables, because even just the color of produce alone can tell you what's in it. So I like to focus on eating a lot of vitamin A, C, and E rich foods, and vegetables like tomatoes, carrots, sweet potatoes, and also vitamin C rich citrus foods like lemon and oranges, and also antioxidant rich foods like berries, blueberries in particular. And when I do snack, I make sure that my snacks are high quality and not like hot Cheetos. I do this for my health, obviously, and also so that I don't break out, because truly when I eat things like hot Cheetos, I break out. This shift in focus truly made a huge difference for me, because there was a time where every single meal I ate was takeout or delivery, and I was just like living in the snack aisle. And because I was doing that, I had terrible acne. So I'm telling you, diet is definitely very closely related to your skin. What you eat is going to show up physically. Another fast way to get clear skin, especially if you're dealing with things like acne, is to go to a dermatologist, because they know how to deal with it. This is their job. Or go to the skin spa, because you can't really pinpoint specific skincare concerns from a YouTube video, to be honest with you. But I really do recommend going to the skin spa or to a skin doctor, because they know what's going on. A few months ago, I showed up to the skin spa and I was like, oh, I was worried about the veins on my face. And she was like, girl, no, you need to focus on something else. That's the stuff that I can fix immediately for you. And I really wish I did this sooner, because I struggled for years. So the dermatologist actually prescribed a mix of tretinoin, spironolactone, as well as clindamycin for me, and it's kind of a prescription cream that they gave me. I had to deal with a period when I was breaking out from it, but it actually settled eventually after a few weeks, and I managed to see results very quickly in a month or two. But I also have to say that that cream alone didn't do everything. It truly was just a mix of getting my health right, eating right, drinking a lot of water, using that cream every other night. Eventually, I used it every night. But go to the dermatologist. And if you have acne scars, you can get laser facials. Go to the skin spa for that. When I went to that skin spa for the first time, I swear to you, I got brand new skin out of it. I think they use laser on my face. You can also try BBL. Yeah, BBL, but for your face. So it's not a Brazilian butt lift for your face, but it's called broadband light. And you gotta see if it's right for you, but it can really fade scars and help with with hyperpigmentation. But if you can't get that, or if you don't have access to that, IPL is another option, and it's a bit cheaper as well. So now we can also talk really quickly about changing your face through the lymphatic system or your fascia. And you can do that through exercises, facial massage, facial yoga, whatever you want to call it. And you can also train your muscle on your face to look different, just like how you do bodybuilding with the rest of your body, but with your face, because your face has muscles. So I do follow a couple of YouTubers that specialize in facial massage as well as fascia, and I do their exercises from time to time, usually in the morning, and I swear to you, I do see a difference after a few weeks of doing it. But you truly need to keep it up and do it repetitively and frequently, just like gua sha. And I used to do gua sha, but I switched over to doing facial massages because it's a lot more pinpointed for me. I'm pretty sure after a while, your face will go back to the way it was before if you stop doing it. So whatever specific concerns you have, you can do a facial massage, try it, and see if it makes a difference for you. So having good posture as well as the correct bra is huge in my opinion. And the way people can look dramatically different if you utilize both a good correct posture and the correct bra is shocking. Shocking. It's like a body transformation. I personally don't really care too much about wearing bras, but when I do, it really does changes the way my body looks. Pilates as a workout for your posture is a godsend. Doing Pilates regularly will eventually give you that 90-degree posture, and it will train you to sit up straight, engage your core muscles, and hold your head high. It is such a good workout for your confidence. I promise you, that's why you have Pilates princesses. But so is a good bra that fits you, because back when I was wearing bras that didn't fit me, they would just like slip all around, and then the straps will keep falling off, and I have to keep adjusting it. I mean, how do you feel confident doing all of that and having to mind the way that your bra fits on your body? Just get something that fits you correctly. Another way to change your looks dramatically is with your hairstyle. Your hair can really change your appearance. I look like completely different people with different kinds of hairstyles. So find what works best for you. And don't be afraid to try something new, because you never know if that could be your new go-to signature look, or if that could really set you apart, or whatever it is that you want. I personally spent years trying all kinds of hairstyles in order for me to find something that really fits me. I even had my sides shaved at some point. I had a bob. I tried all kinds of things, but eventually what finally suited me, ironically, was just growing my hair out and keeping my bangs and having a natural hair color. So I've had my bangs for a very long time, and I think I only tried to grow it out once, and it was just not good for me. So definitely stick to what looks good on you. I also had a very poorly managed mullet at some point. I really don't want to show it, but it was really bad for me. So it is quite challenging to find the perfect haircut for you though, because it should not only complement your face, but it also requires some competence from a good hairstylist. So you can look up hairstyles on Pinterest or some other visual board where you can find a good haircut for your face shape and then compare it to yours, or just ask your hairdresser if you really trust them for their opinion. But ideally, you should find a hairstyle that suits and frames your face, but it's also not the end-all be-all, because I have a round face shape and I'm supposed to not have bangs, but I also have a short forehead, so bangs actually look good on me. If you like a certain hairstyle, don't be afraid to try it to see if it looks good on you, so if you know if it doesn't, you can move on, or even you can try like different wigs and hair extensions to see what fits. The right hair color and highlights can really completely change the way that you look, and it can really give you that glow up effect, especially if you consider things like color analysis. So the general rule for color analysis is that warmer tones will look good on warmer skin and cooler tones will look good on cooler skin. So if you want to find out your skin tone, you can try the blush test, which is basically to take a pink blush on one cheek and then a peach blush on the other cheek, and if the pink brings out pink undertones, you have cool skin, and if the peach brings out peach undertones, then you have warm skin. So I have warm skin, as you can see from the peach blush. And if you have green or blue eyes, sometimes contrasting colors can really make your face pop. I have dyed my hair every single color of the rainbow. I even had platinum blonde hair for a few years. So if you want to bleach your hair at home, just be very careful about that, please. I had done that for years and I thought that I was doing it so well and I was doing it like professional level, but I really wasn't, and I ended up with really fried and dead hair at the end of it. It truly took a few more years of me completely growing it out before I had my current state of my hair, which is like super healthy and long and silky. But a less severe way of changing your appearance would be through makeup and fashion. You can literally go from Sydney Sweeney to Alexa Demi just from your style. And if you want to try something different and you're used to like simple, sweeter styles, you could try a sexier, more daring look with dramatic makeup and clothes. Makeup can instantly change your face. I swear to you, I look completely different even when I put on makeup differently. And sometimes I see comments from you guys being like, oh, your nose looks different today. Did you get a nose job last week? I'm like, no. That's the power of makeup. And sometimes I just want to switch things up and so I look different. Doesn't mean I'm getting a nose job from week to week, guys. And if you guys don't already realize, this is quite a lot of upkeep. And I swear at times if I really let myself go for like a week, I will probably go back to my pre-glow up days. Makeup is truly life-changing. I'm also very addicted to watching before and after makeup transformations, and in a way I feel like that's me before and after my glow up. Guys, even the way that I look like right now is that I'm under a ring light. I have used like 3 different makeup powders that make my face look like it's filtered, and one of them is a blurring powder. So if you guys are interested in seeing how I do my makeup for when I film, you can watch my makeup tutorial. I did make one recently, so check it out. But the makeup I do specifically makes me look good on camera, because I swear to you, if you look at me in person, I'm gonna look a little bit crazy if you zoom in with a magnifying glass. Translucent powder, setting powder, blurring powder on top of my foundation. And this is why occasionally I do show clips of me without makeup so you guys can see the difference, okay? Eyeliner also definitely makes you look very different, probably more than any other kinds of makeup aside from like eyelash extensions, which I also think that can be very dramatic. Try out different styles of doing eyeliner because it can really make your eyes look bigger, smaller, give you feline eyes or puppy dog eyes, whatever you want. And maybe experiment with white eyeliner as well to give your eyes a bit of a lift. But not every single style of eyeliner is going to look good on you. So if you can't actually pull off a cat eyeliner, you can try the puppy dog eyeliner, which is kind of the opposite. And the puppy eyeliner can really open up your eyes and make you look really cute, or maybe you look better with less eyeliner. So see what works for you. And if you can't get it right or perfect, that's okay. Usually liquid eyeliner is harder than a crayon eyeliner. So I suggest just maybe doing a lot of practice, and you can practice before bedtime, before you wash your face. Also, let's talk about eyelashes, whether it's false eyelashes or eyelash extensions. It will give you a very dramatic change on your eyes, whether you're going for a more wispy natural lashes, and that's what I prefer usually, or more dramatic dolly eyelashes. Your lips as well. You can change the shape of your lips alone with lip liner, a good lipstick, and lip gloss. You don't need filler. Sometimes I get weirdo guys who come in and accuse me of lip filler, which, come on. First of all, I was born like this. Second of all, I enhance my lips with my lip blushing technique, which instead of lip liner, I use my blush as well as my lipstick and lip gloss. So yeah, I do look different. This is the power of makeup. I have 0 work done to my face currently, and I use my makeup to change my features. And you guys can even see, going back to my older videos, that I look different. It's because of the way I do my makeup. And when you put yourself in front of a camera long enough, you will start to realize things and do things differently. And that honestly gave me a very dramatic glow up, even 6 months ago. So if you don't like the shape of your nose, you can create an illusion with contouring. So for me, I use a lighter shade of foundation and blurring powder on my nostrils, highlighter on my nose bridge as well as my button, a bit of blush over the bottom of my nose as well as my nose button. That makes sense. But yeah, you can very easily highlight the features that you like and conceal the ones that you don't with makeup. Eyebrows will also really change the shape of your face. In fact, it is one of the really most important. I say a lot of these things are important, but eyebrows especially are really important. It can really give you an unforgettable look. Like, go talk to the eyebrow lady and learn your face shape. I think they also make these kinds of eyebrow filters on TikTok or something. I've never tried them, but I've seen people using it. And you can just kind of see which ones look the best on you. Some people look incredible with thin eyebrows, and for others, it can really age them. And I've tried thick, thin, and completely shaved my eyebrows a couple of times. And my personal conclusion is a little bit on the thinner side and also slightly like a Nike logo. That looks good on me, but also my bangs cover my eyebrows, so you can't really see. But thick eyebrows look insane on me. Like not in a good way, in the crazy way. So if you want to do the research on how to find a new aesthetic, you can go on Pinterest, TikTok, Lemonade, as well as Xiaohongshu, which is kind of like a Chinese Pinterest. And you can look at all the different archetypes of aesthetics, as well as pick the ones that you like the best and save it somewhere onto a folder or to a board. So whether that's a more glamorous feminine look or Y2K or cottagecore or dark academia, whatever it is, you can also choose a new color palette that goes with it according to maybe your color analysis. Try out new silhouettes, try layering clothing pieces on top of each other, as well as accessories. Accessories can really be a huge game changer. I know I'm quite a minimalist when it comes to it. When I put on certain accessories, it can really make my look pop. You don't even have to be super trendy because trends fade out in 6 months and you're gonna look back 2 years later and you're gonna be like, whoa, why did I wear that? That's cringe. Things go out of fashion so quickly these days. I really don't recommend going all in on like a TikTok trend. I wanna say go for the styles that you really love the most and you feel like that's really you, and save a folder of inspiration somewhere, whether that's on your desktop or on Pinterest. And also if you wear glasses, you can try contact lenses or even color contacts. And then if you wear contacts, try glasses. Or even if you don't have a prescription, you can try either. Glasses can also really change your face dramatically, depending on the shape of it. It can really give you a very unique and distinctive look. Or even become a sunglasses girly and just try a bunch and see what works and just become that cool girl who wears the sunglasses everywhere. And they have their shades on so they can't see their haters. A great pair of sunglasses can not only protect your eyes, it can also dramatically change your vibe. Again, try as many as you can at the eyeglass shop. That is truly how you will know. I really don't recommend buying them online. So I really want to quickly talk about teeth as well because it can really change your face shape, because fixing your teeth will change the lower thirds of your face. I really don't know much about the looksmaxxing terminology, but I have done Invisalign before. It changed the shape of my face and then I stopped wearing retainers and I went back to the way it was. So I'm actually trying it again and I'm working my way towards getting braces. So you guys will see me with braces in a couple months, hopefully if everything goes well. And that's just to fix my teeth, as well as to hopefully change my jawline a little bit. We'll see what happens, but I was hoping to change the lower thirds of my face through fixing my teeth. But obviously that's gonna take a while, like a couple years. You can also do mewing, which I think is resting your tongue on the roof of your mouth, and that's your new resting position. I'm really against mouth breathing, so I'm kind of for mewing, and I've done this for a few years, and I do see a dramatic difference in my jawline. It really works, and like I have a round face, but I also do have a pretty strong jaws. Personally prefer the look of a more streamlined oval face shape, so I do rely on my face framing hairstyle quite a bit to conceal my jawline. But I'm not really looking to do jaw surgery or anything like that because I do like having strong jaws. It really makes me feel like female Chad. So with that being said, let's talk about hardmaxxing, also known as permanent and semi-permanent cosmetic procedures. I can't really give you guys specific advice about hardmaxxing because I've never done it, but I do want to say be careful about permanent surgery and really do your research and manage your risks. And talk to multiple doctors if possible, because every doctor is going to give you different perspectives and you need to see what's the best for you, especially when it comes to semi-permanent or permanent procedures. This is serious. I'm personally not against it and I'm also not opposed to it. Like maybe if I get older, I might want to do something. Who knows? I really do think about it quite a bit. And sometimes I do go on these websites about different procedures and people's reviews on it, but I genuinely don't know what I should do. So, which is why I haven't done it. And I also kind of like my face the way it is, and I've done enough with just makeup and skincare and health and hair and fashion and all that stuff alone. So I don't really see any point on messing with my perfection even further. Not saying that I'm perfect, but I don't want to mess with something that's already going pretty well for me. And why would you change something that you're very happy with, right? But if you guys really choose to get cosmetic procedures and hardmaxxing, but typically the best kind of hardmaxxing is the type of hardmaxxing that you can't even see, the completely undetectable plastic surgery. So you guys know that semi-permanent procedures will be the Botox and the fillers, and then the permanent procedures will be more like actual surgeries involving your cheeks, your jaws, your eyes, your nose, your whatever. So that's things like eyebrow lift, cheek implants, if your chin is recessed, like chin surgery, genioplasty, if I'm saying that right, buccal fat removal, and so on. Lip filler specifically can also change the way you look very dramatically, but be very careful with filler and also the type of look that you want to achieve with fillers. Because guys, less is more, and the undetectable glow up is always the best kind of glow up. It really depends on the kind of look that you're going for. You can always add more if you're not happy, but you can't subtract as easily. You also want to be very careful with things like buccal fat removal. We also lose facial fat naturally on our face anyway as we get older, so if you do buccal fat surgery when you're young, you might look older. And I think we've seen quite a few celebrities doing that and it didn't really go well for them, so really your face is not a trend. Try and do as much research as possible. As well as just doing research on the eventual accumulation of fillers and Botox on your face. And I know that there's not enough long-term effects to be studied on, but try and see what happens after a while with other people and listen to their stories. And you know, I've done quite a bit of research on this. I never actually had the guts to do it, honestly, but I would suggest listening to different doctors as well as reading reviews on YouTube, on websites like realself.com. But eventually, in order to look dramatically different, you need to truly embody the vibe and fully commit to the bit. Otherwise, you're still going to be unhappy. Even when you have 10 procedures done, you're going to physically look different, but you're still going to feel like the same old person on the inside. Because a dramatic glow up is also about building a different self-concept to the one that you have currently. And if your glow up doesn't include a mental glow up, then you're still going to be the same old person, and nobody else can tell you the kind of person that you want to be. You're the one who decides. But the good news is that you can decide to be a different person. You can choose to be a dramatically different person than you are right now. And pretend that you are like a spirit medium, okay? That you're channeling the icon that you want to become and want to vibe with. And in order to show up as your new self, but with ease, you need to really keep repeating it in your head. Repetition is key. And you can help with the repetition through journaling, through speaking about it, even practicing your new self in front of the mirror and just imagining what your ideal self would do, how she would act, to the point where you feel comfortable in your new self before you even step out the door and channel that vibe with other people outside of your comfort zone. Make sure that you've practiced this enough that this is your new comfort zone. And I want you to see this new vibe of yours, not you as a different person, but as an extension of yourself. This isn't like a dissociative thing either. I've been many different kinds of people in my life. I look very different, but they're all different versions of me. They're simply my eras, not my dissociative selves. I personally believe that every single version of you exists in every timeline that you exist within, but maybe it's just not in your current reality yet. So you're kind of like reaching out into all the different possibilities of you and pulling the version of you that you like the most. So basically, it's like the timelines will emerge when you decide to command which timeline version of you want to come out. For example, there's May, the girl boss, and then there's May, the party girl. And if you look at these two different versions of me as a spectrum of who I can be, then you'll see that if I command one version of me to come out, that can be seen as a very dramatic different change as opposed to the other version of me on the other side of the spectrum. But another thing that I find that really affects the mental personality glow up is also your health. And I see building good habits and good routines that work towards good health as building a good foundation to have, so that you have the freedom to be whoever you want. Because trust me, if you don't have good health, it becomes very difficult for you to do all kinds of things. So remember, like I said, skin improvement, weight change are some of the most dramatic glow up strategies, as well as makeup, hair, everything else that comes along with it. But the most effective strategy and the least frustrating way to do it is to start with getting your health right. So remember to eat your vegetables, or as a shortcut, you can also try the gummy bears that I mentioned. So yeah, remember you can get up to 45% off Groons and the link in my description box. And thank you again to Groons for sponsoring this video. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.